That's smile, Billy. Billy, this way.
Right here, Billy.
Billy, with a smile, Billy.
I really love that shot.
Beer for me, please. Thank you. Here we go. Excellent.
Luke, Billy, right back. You gotta look this way a little bit for me, Luke. Yeah, there you go.
Right back there. Guys, turn this way for us. What's up?
Back here at the top.
This way, Luke.
Look right here for me, please. Thank you.
And look on your left.
Look at that.
And look on your left. Look left.
And right above him. Right here, Judd.
And everybody, you can smile at any time. Look at Amanda, right here. You got it, Luke?
And right here.
Billy, Amanda.
Amanda.
Right in front of, next to him.
Guy.
One more time.
Top.
Look in here.
Excuse me. One more time. Right here.
One more smile.
Can I have just
Chin up a little bit, flowers in your eye.
right in the front? Right in front of me.
Good.
And Dot, looking back.
Good.
And right above them, Dot.
And Dot, right here.
And one more, Jim.
Give me a wave.
Jim, right up here. Jim.
Thank you.
Jim, looking back.
Right here, to the right. Right here, please. in front.
Over that shoulder, looking back.
Excuse me.
that
Right
smile.
here.
On your right.
To you.
Hold
To
your
your
hand,
left.
hold your hand back.
On your left.
And looking back.
Big smile, right in front.
Right over here. Right over here.
And next to him, please. Next to him. Right here. Oh,
Hold that.
no, 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 no.
Guys together, look right here. Yep.
Right there.
Guillermo, in front of you.
Right above her when she's done.
And one more time.
Too
Jeff,
fast.
Jeff, right here, right here. Can you do one more time? Jeff.
Amanda and Jay, looking back together.
Yes. Guys, all the way back. All the way back.
Not too far.
Good to see you. Look in this.
Amanda, looking back.
Next to him, Amanda. Right here.
Amanda, looking right here.
And big smile right here. Thank you.
Amanda, right here.
Amanda. Head, Brock. Look at me. How you doing?
Brock, right here.
And Brock. Thank you. Right there.
And Brock, one more time, right here.
Looking back this way one more time. Hold on.
Nicholas, right here.
Right here for me.
Right in the front.
Nicholas,
Right ahead.
Nicholas, thank you.
Leslie, this way.
Right here. Leslie.
There we are. Look at that.
To the left, guys. To the left.
Look at the air, please. Really quickly. Really quickly. Act like you know each other. Come closer. Breathe in. Newell. Breathe in. Look at the air, please. Really quickly. Really quickly. Act like you know each other. Come closer. Breathe in. Newell.
One more time.
And Joe on your
Judd,
left.
right over here. Right next to the tree, Judd. Judd, up.
Making right here. Big smile.
Justin, next to him. Right here.
And Joe on
Give me that smile, Justin.
Next to him. Right
Big
here.
smile, Chris. Freeze me the smile. One more, Chris, right here.
And Chris, looking back. Dan, straight ahead. One more time.
Right in the front, Dan. Straight ahead.
And Dan, looking back.
Right above him, Luscious.
Kate Beckinsale. Hi, Kate. How are you? Kate Beckinsale. Looks like it. Love that.
That's what costs.
Hi, Tiffany. Inside. Can I ask you for something?
Yeah. It feels amazing. I'm so excited. I love the movie. I'm so proud of it. I'm so excited that people will finally get to see it after all of this advanced build-up. Because it's funny. Funny is funny. Being single is being single. You know, there are specifics about our lives that might be different, but in any great romantic comedy, any great movie, we can relate to people even if their lives aren't exactly like ours. That's why we go to the movies, you know, and that's what storytelling's about, and I hope everyone can relate to this movie. I think they will. I wish it did come out 10 years ago. You know, I wish it had come out 20 years ago or 30 years ago. These movies should have been made decades ago. I don't know why it took this long. Well, I know why. But I'm glad to be here and very grateful to be part of it. I think there are elements of all those rom-coms that we all loved growing up with that are in Bros, but I also think it's its own thing because two men together is a little different.
There's so much love and so much heart and so many laughs in this film. It's amazing. It's a long time coming. That's what I got to say. I've been doing this 31 years. Never in my life did I think something like this would happen. But then also too, I also thought after doing this, it's like, why the hell hadn't this happened? You know? So it's just it's a good time. And if you have a heart, go see it. That boy was busy. He had fun and he laughed, but you could just see like him thinking, you know, and how things were going. And then Nick would come in and they'd throw things around and then we'd try something different. It was amazing to watch that process. Do you know what I mean?
It's so exciting. I missed the New York premiere, so I'm really excited to be here to celebrate with everyone. I'm very impressed with Guy's midsummer look. He's so smart and he's a genius, and he wrote something that I think is very fresh but also very classic, and that's sort of my favorite thing, you know. This movie is for everyone because it's about people falling in love, and everyone does that.
It's the LGBTQ plus community just coming together and making this really great movie, and the fact that this has been said a million times, but just that every character is played by an openly LGBTQ plus person, and just is so moving and exciting and exhilarating and groundbreaking. So it's just super, super dope. Well, that's the thing. I don't think it would have been able to have been made 10 years ago. That's why it's so special. You know what I mean? I honestly don't think it would have been able to have been made. So it was like taking a master class in comedy timing. He is brilliant. He's a perfectionist. He's extremely professional and prepared and hard on himself. And it was so exciting watching him work. And it stepped up my game to watch him work. You know what I mean? Because he's just exceptional at what he does. You know what I think it was for me? I think it was my fellow actors that I wasn't familiar with. All the trans and bi and gay and lesbian actors that I was working with that I had sort of heard of, but I had never seen their work. And being in that room with them and acting with them, that was one of the most special things about being on set.
It's amazing. We got to do the New York premiere last week. Nicholas unfortunately couldn't make it, so it's exciting to have our director here. Listen, I was really fortunate to be a part of the first all-out gay cast in TV history, now the first all-LGBTQ plus mainstream motion picture. That's not lost on me. I've been in entertainment 25 years. My first role on Broadway was 1997. So to see the evolution in media and queer representation, I've experienced it, and this is, to me, just a wild leap forward in the best way. So we were pitching movies like this 10 years ago. When I left Queer Eye, I'm an actor and this pedigree of stage work, and after Queer Eye, I thought the industry would just welcome me with open arms. And to be honest, the things people said directly to my face, that project like this would never be greenlit, didn't have the audience, that people weren't curious about love stories, rom-coms specifically, that were a different person than who they'd seen in these roles previously. But Nicholas Stoller, Universal, Judd Apatow, Billy Eichner had the courage and bravery to say, screw it, we're just going to make a project that's hilariously funny and happens to be queer. We are so much more alike than we are different. This is about the human experience, happen to be told through the queer filter. And as Billy emphasizes so much in this movie, our stories are different, aka entertaining. You know, we're gonna entertain you as an audience, and queer being uniquely different in its definition, you're gonna get a different kind of rom-com that's gonna make you laugh maybe differently. After so many years of seeing the same formulaic movie, isn't it time to have a chuckle that's brought on differently? I think this movie has got universal appeal, because we've all been someone in this movie before.
He's hilariously funny. I think he's sharp-witted. And then during this process, because it's such a personal story, I saw a whole other, like, just beautiful side of him, like being very vulnerable. And also because this was his pet project, you know, having been on the writing side, and when you're writing something that's very personal to you, it's both a wonderful experience and very stressful because you're wearing so many hats. So I got to see that side of him, which was lovely. This one is hitting all the things that we love about rom-coms, which is basically, am I lovable? Will they, won't they? Hilarious supporting cast, big set pieces, and then at the end of the day, it's got the twist of the fact that we're telling the story to men, but also the whole LGBTQ community, and showing friendship in a different way than we've seen it, and yeah, just a new point of view.
It's so exciting. We're finally back in Hollywood, putting a movie on the big screen. It's been a long time. Yeah, I mean, I've been a huge fan of Billy's, and Nick Stoller just said, do you want to make a gay rom-com with Billy Eichner? And I was like, yes. That was the thing I never knew I always wanted to do, but as soon as he mentioned it, I was excited. Everybody knows how awkward it is finding someone, trying to make love work, all the disasters that happen along the way, so it's all very relatable.
Billy Eichner is a force, and I'm so glad that I was born in the right time that I got to be part of his energy, so I'm very happy. There are many universal themes. I think there's, especially with my character, these ideas of masculinity and what it means to remove your sort of ideas about toughness and strongness in order to fall in love with somebody, and that's a lesson that not gay men need to learn, but I think straight men need to learn. In order to fall in love, you gotta get rid of your barriers and walls. Kenan Thompson plays one of America's greatest authors, who is also queer, and if you stick through all the way to the end, you get to see a beautiful tribute to James Baldwin. So James Baldwin is near and dear to my heart, and Kenan Thompson plays him beautifully.
It's so exciting to get to be here in LA and get to have the premiere. It's really exciting. Billy Eichner is hysterical and focused and professional, and just he brings it hard. You know, for years I'd wondered, I love romantic comedies, and for years I'd wondered why there hadn't been a romantic comedy about two gay men falling in love in a big studio, you know, with a big studio budget. And but I couldn't tell that story because I'm straight, but I wanted to. And so when I worked with Billy on a show called Friends from College, and I was like, oh, this guy is a total movie star. And from that, I approached him about writing this, and he was into it, and we started doing it. So that's how it ended up happening. I'm a man. I think the way men think, so this is about men falling in love. I certainly understood everything that Billy talked about when we would talk about the movie, and so I think I brought my own experiences and my own feelings about love and all of that into it, you know?
It's absolutely phenomenal. This is exactly where I want to be tonight. The film, I actually got a sneak peek screening. It's phenomenal and such a great moment. You know, for a film like this, a rom-com, a gay-led rom-com, it's just a great moment in time. You know, I grew up in a very small town, Paris, Texas. Through hard work and dedication, I've been able to live out my dreams, but it always helps to have greater visibility, representation, and that's what this film is bringing. So I'm just so proud of it. That's why I'm here tonight. This movie is a movie for everyone because the theme of love is for everybody. Now, I don't know if you know about love, but I know about love. I know about wanting love. I'm not currently in love, but I do love love. You know, I'm a rom-com person. Bring me a Katherine Heigl, a J-Lo rom-com. I'm like a Julia Roberts, you know. Give me Kerry Washington on a Sunday afternoon. I love romantic movies and films and media, and that's what this film is. So the core of it is what we all want, a little love.
Oh my God, like a dream come true. You know, I just think about my little self in Arkansas, and coming here and being part of a film, like, come on. Like, being a little film star, I cannot, it's just beautiful. It's amazing. It is fun, funny, and at first I was a little nervous, I'm not gonna lie, because I was like, it's Billy Eichner, he was on the streets, honey. But he is just, he's such a workhorse, and he's fun, and he's funny, and he's very good at making everyone feel comfortable. So it was, at the end of the day, it was like family almost when we were done filming. I was sad to go.